First, in this three-way culinary battle, a young man in my apron. Caesar. A 33-year-old high school English teacher from Houston, Texas.
The first hurdle that stands in Caesar's way is a home cook that took my apron. My protege, Ashley. A 28-year-old professional grocery shopper from Opa-locka, Florida.
And our final home cook, a young man that I have mentored through the entire competition, Jerome. A 25-year-old English teacher from Louisville, Kentucky.
Now, throughout this competition, you've had a lot of obstacles thrown your way, including extremely talented opponents. But tonight, they've all returned to cheer you on.
They're so pissed that they're there. They immediately regret signing that contract.
And of course, your family are here in the MasterChef kitchen to support all of you. Caesar, you have your mom, Maria, your sisters, Elda and Diana.
Ashley, here to support you is your boyfriend, Damien, your father, Henry, and your mother, Aletha.
Jerome, here supporting you tonight is your fiancée, Brandy, your father, Christopher,
My
and
man.
your grandma, Elizabeth.
It's now time to put together the best three-course dinner you could ever dream of. One incredible appetizer, one stunning entree, and one delicious dessert. Your reputations and ours are on the line.
This time, there are 3 judges that want to win. And that means we expect a 3-course masterpiece.
You'll each have 10 minutes in the pantry to collect everything that you need to cook us the best 3-course dinner of your lives. Your time in the pantry starts now.
So it's anything, right? Any 3-course?
This is the battle of the century.
Oh, I miss him.
And my money is all on Jerron at this point.
My man.
He's been the underdog since day one, but his passion and drive for how he cooks is the reason why he's here. I have no doubt in my mind that Jerron is gonna be the next master chef.
Gotcha, thank you.
There's only one person that is gonna win it all. I think it's Caesar. He's got the knife skills and the food knowledge. He has experience. Under this pressure, he's gonna be focused and he's gonna get it done and hopefully come out on top.
I want Ashley to win. Come on, from Miami. If I couldn't take it, somebody from South Florida needs to bring this home. Collard greens. Ashley is a powerhouse. She has become so fierce in this kitchen, and that is the attitude that you need to take this trophy home.
Let's go.
Emily should have won. I kind of agree. I mean, she should have been in the finals at least. But she made a mistake. She got too cocky.
Caesar, Ashley, and Jerron, the grand finale is about to begin.
And of course, it all starts with the appetizers. Caesar, what will you be making for your appetizer?
I'll be preparing a squid ink infladita with lobster, dragon fruit salsa, and a roasted poblano sauce.
Ashley, what will you be making for your appetizer?
Tonight, I'm preparing a pan-seared red snapper with spicy conch salad, malanga fritters, and an ahi coconut sauce.
Jerron, what are you going to be making for your first course?
Mods,
Tonight, I'll
please
be
watch
making a
chat.
Nashville hot quail with the fingerling potato salad and poached quail eggs.
This is it. You'll have just 1 hour to make us your amazing appetizers. 3 plates of each. Are you ready?
Yes,
Joe. Don't let us down. Your time starts now.
This is it. Let's go.
I'm watching chat as well.
This is it. I mean, one of the most important nights of their culinary career. Also, a big night for us.
For the first time, we are competing against each other.
May the best judge win.
We lit, baby. We lit.
We gotta move fast, baby, tonight.
Come on, y'all. Let's go. Come on.
Yo, thanks, John. Appreciate it, brother.
Let's go.
This is it, the MasterChef Grand Finale.
Whip, whip, baby. Whip, whip.
Heard that.
This year, we're mentoring individual talent. Yes, we're highly competitive, but we're going to be judges to all three of them this evening.
If your contestant or your contestant gives me the best dishes of the night,
Yes.
I'm going to be with you in crowning them as America's next Master Chef. Jerome, he's doing Nashville hot quail. It's his audition dish that he's taking it from a chicken to a quail.
Does he know how to cook a quail properly?
He's never cooked a quail before.
There we go.
30 seconds over the quail, it's going to be a dry quail.
It's a big risk, but that's the kind of guy he is. He's taken the tradition, he's evolved it. The guy's honest, he cooks with a lot of heart, and everything tells a story.
The way that Jerron could fall down is that his dish is too simple. The flavors are not elevated.
Yeah, fingerling potatoes and quail's eggs. I don't know if you're going to elevate that. There's only so far I can go with that stuff.
What worries me a little bit is his plating. He's made a lot of progress. It's still a concern.
Where that team Ashley at?
So, Ashley's appetizer, that pan-seared red snapper with a Floridan salsa with conch in there. She's playing to her strengths. She's cooking food from her back garden.
But the idea of conch, it's a sea snail from the Caribbean. It's a very difficult shellfish to nail.
Listen, if there's one person in this competition who can nail it, it's Ashley.
Another habanero, some mango.
You know what, Ashley, using so much fruit, are you concerned that sometimes managing the sweetness and acidity of fruit, whether it be citrus, mangoes, pineapple?
That's a good question, but she's got two proteins there, the pan-fried red snapper and, of course, the conch. So, you know, you need to balance that up with the heat, the sweet, and that level of acidity.
You got this, Caesar?
Sorry, little guy.
Oh.
Oh, gosh.
I apologize before doing it, all right?
Caesar's taking a very humble ingredient like the corn tortilla, elevating it by putting squid ink into it, frying it, so it can puff up and house all these beautiful lobster and different elements in there. There's a lot riding on the execution of that little puffed up tortilla.
But why take a risk just as a shell to put lobster in?
It's texture, it's flavor, and it's a striking presentation.
It's made with squid ink. That seems kind of like really off the rails for me.
Well, do they make squid ink pasta in Italy?
They do, but they've done it for centuries. Have they made squid ink tortillas in Mexico for centuries?
They have not.
Okay.
We have 15 minutes down. We have 45 minutes to go, guys. Come on.
Yo, boys, please be cozy in chat so I can actually watch with you boys.
Jerome,
Otherwise, I gotta watch
tell me
chat.
about your appetizers.
What I want to do tonight is to elevate my Nashville hot chicken by doing it with a quail.
Quail is much bonier, much smaller. The
It
meat's
is.
dark, not white. Will it take the spice? Will it take the heat? Does it translate? Are you taking such a big risk with swapping out quail for chicken? Can you make it work?
I can definitely make it work,
Thank
and I'll
you.
let you be the judge of that. Eye on the prize, baby. I'm bringing it home for us, you know? We can go to Italy.
You want to go to Italy with me?
I do. I want to go, and you got to make sure your mother's there.
It's tough. If we go to Italy to meet my mama, you have to pay because you'll be $250,000 rich.
I'll pay for you.
You'll pay for me.
I'll pay for you.
Yo,
You
ATV, thanks for
speak
20
Italian,
gifted
Jerome?
subs, and I
I
appreciate
don't,
your
but you know
service in the
what? I'm a
military.
quick
Thank you.
I'll leave you one word. Buona fortuna, my friend. Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
30 minutes remaining.
30, heard?
Let's go, Ash.
Right, young lady.
Yeah, chefs.
Give us an insight to the dish.
Living in Opa-locka, you live around so many different cultures. My grandfather has roots in Bahamas, so that's where the conch salad representation is. I have an aunt who's Peruvian.
The what
so
salad?
That's why
The
the
cum
sauce
salad?
has that
What did she
theme.
say?
And then, you know, in Miami, you can get locally caught seafood all day, every day. So it's a representation of my childhood and my foundation in culinary.
That skin on that snapper is delicious when it gets nice and crispy. How are you going to cook it?
I'm pan-searing it in some oil, and then afterwards, I'm going to rotate it over and baste it in a lot of butter.
Put everything you know, live for, breathe for, on that plate.
Yeah, chef.
Good luck,
Thank you.
She ready?
She
20
ready.
minutes remaining. Come on.
Cesar!
Chef Aron, how are you?
How are you, my man?
I'm doing great,
You doing
Chef.
good?
Yes, Chef.
So talk to me about your appetizer.
I'm doing an infladita, which is corn dough that you part cook on the griddle, and then you throw it in the deep fryer so they puff up, make a hollow shell, and then I'm gonna fill it in with this lobster that's gonna get tossed in this tomato sauce, Chef.
Caesar, a lot can go wrong with that. What happens if the infladitas don't puff up?
Well, then I might have to change the shape of my dough and call it something else, Chef.
I got you.
Dude, this teacher brought the fucking clay from his art class.
Exactly.
The fuck is that?
All right, Cesar, keep your eye on the prize, mijo.
Yes,
All right,
Chef.
you're almost there.
Almost there.
Come on.
We are coming down to 10 minutes to go.
10 minutes, baby, 10 minutes.
With minutes to go, Caesar, he may have to change direction. Because once they're toasted, he puts them in the fryer to blister. And it's that blister that puffs them, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Almost like a souffle potato.
Exactly.
If it doesn't puff up, where'd you go?
He's gonna be in trouble.
He's doing them now.
Yeah, he's actually doing
So
it
he's doing them now.
Giving me a heart attack. What's up?
Caesar, they're puffing up.
Oh my.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Oh.
If it doesn't puff up, where'd you go?
He's gonna be in trouble.
What's up?
Caesar, they're puffing up.
Oh my God. Oh my.
Oh, Caesar.
There you go.
Qué bonita tortilla.
That's puffed, right? See it?
Okay.
No. As long as they have enough time to rest.
Wow.
Quail eggs, quail eggs, quail eggs, quail eggs. Where are they? There they going.
Joe, here's the $250,000 question. How is Jerron's big fingers and hands gonna peel a quail egg?
Yes, he does have big hands. But I told him, think small, think dainty. And I think he's gonna make it.
Gotta speed it up.
We're down to 5 minutes to go. This is it, guys. No! Ashley, this is where she's learned so much from the competition. She's tasting everything.
All that sweetness in acidity, she better taste everything, because she's walking a high wire.
Is she gonna overcook her snapper?
No, definitely not overcook the snapper. 90% of that cooking will take place in that skin. So you'll see that crispness, and that will protect the fish and keep it moist.
That snapper is so difficult to cook right. You have to get it just right. It could be too dry. I'm nervous.
My one concern with Jerron right now, he spent so long on those quail's eggs. It's insignificant. Now he's putting dots on the plate, fingering potatoes. The hero is the quail.
Yeah.
Focus on the quail, get that on the plate first, and then put all your little extras on.
Caesar has so much he has to do. He has to break those little infladas, stuff them with his lobster mixture, plate, and he's been known to do very elaborate plating.
So with 3 minutes to go, Caesar has nothing on the plate yet.
Nothing.
His tortillas look like whoopee cushions from Peter Piper Pizza.
Yeah, start plating, start plating.
I just don't think he's going to finish in time.
Not only that, his tortilla shell is hot, his lobster mixture is hot. Is that gonna break the integrity of it?
Yeah. Last minute, 60 seconds to go. Come on, guys.
60 seconds, Caesar! 1 minute, Caesar! Crash back into you, Jerron!
Come on, Jerron. Let's go.
No problem, Mr. Guidon.
Come on, Ash!
30 seconds to go. Come on.
Let's go!
You got it, yes! Come on, go!
Let's go! Come on, Jerron, let's go, garnish!
There you go. That's right. Ashley. That's right.
10 seconds to go. 10, 9, 8.
Ugh, that doesn't look good.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Well done.
Hands up.
Well done.
Oh my God!
Now, all three of you, please, very carefully, bring your appetizers down to the front.
Caesar, Ashley, Jerron, these dishes look phenomenal. They're so unique and distinct. You have done us proud, and you've done yourselves proud.
Please bring those stunning appetizers into the MasterChef restaurant.
The appetizer round sets the bar for my three-course meal. And that's why I wanted to deliver on all cylinders. I'm representing Chef Gordon in this. And I didn't come to play it safe tonight.
Dr. D.
I really am going in with a lot of
I love Jerron, but I think Ashley's looks the best presentation-wise.
Right, Ashley, please present us your appetizer.
Ashley, please describe this dish.
Tonight, I've prepared for you a pan-seared red snapper with spicy conch salad, malanga fritters, and an ahi coconut sauce.
This plate has a lot going on. So the first thing we need to see is obviously the star protein of the dish, your snapper. When I cut it open, it should glisten, it should be moist, it should be flaky. We don't want it to be dry.
Yes, Joe.
If you have not cooked the snapper properly, that would put you significantly behind in this competition.
I'm ready.
Let's take a look. I have to say, Ashley, this snapper for me is
perfect or raw, chat.
Ashley. I have to say, Ashley, this snapper for me is overcooked and dry.
Ooh.
That's a pretty novice mistake to make at this point in the competition. There's an incredible heat component in the fritter. What is that?
Scotch bonnet.
The heat is very, very aggressive. You took a big risk, but the dish as a whole just reeked of too much ambition.
Ashley, I love your courageous nature of cooking. And I'm sorry, my colleagues have very European palates. That spice is perfect. It tastes like the sun. It's warm. And the cook on the snapper for me is good. It's right there. It's textbook. Really great job.
Thank you.
Ashley?
Yes, chef.
My fish was cooked beautifully. The seasoning's on point.
Damn.
Fritters, delicious. But there's one issue with this. This coconut sauce, it broke. When you stick that amount of heat on top of a sauce like that,
Gordon's
it'll break.
just like me.
So you need to be smart and emulsify
I
that.
love you, but
And don't let that residual heat from the snapper spoil it. Thank you.
Thank you, chef.
Next up, the young home cook that I chose to give my apron to, Caesar.
So I have a squid ink infladita, which means puff one, filled with lobster. Then I have a dragon fruit pico on the outside, caviar, and a roasted poblano sauce.
I'm always marveled by you. I'm inspired by the way that you view Mexican food in particular. My concern, very simply, is that did you put one element too much to overpower all these different flavors?
No, I think everything I chose to go on there complements everything else, and I think I found balance in that plate.
Thank you, Footy.
Caesar, that corn flavor of the inflada comes out beautifully, and it kind of becomes this little sponge for all that wonderful flavor of the lobster. I just dig so much. What I don't like, dragon fruit, it's a very difficult fruit to master, and I think it doesn't belong on this dish.
Okay.
But really impressive.
Thank you.
I have to say, Caesar, this dish hits the standard of excellence in a plate.
How do you have no food
The
emotes?
poblano has
Because
a
I'm already
nice,
stealing enough.
smoky richness. What really kind of makes this dish sing is that the lobster is cooked very well and seasoned really well. Excellent job. Very impressive.
Thank you.
I think MasterChef has just had their first UFL landing. unidentified flying lobster. I mean, it looks like a spaceship, a very posh spaceship. But I love the ambition. You've nailed the lobster. Lobster's good, beautifully sweet. The roasted poblano sauce, the heat, it's just beautifully done. Caviar, big no-no. When you've got that heat, the last thing you want to go is that salty, expensive caviar.
Okay, sure.
But that squid ink in that tortilla, love the flavor.
I don't get how you eat that.
Saltiness from the sea, absolutely incredible. And you've
Caesar's
taken it down
dish looks like
that
the one of
makes
two
just
meals
work.
you can order at a
Great job.
snowboarding lodge. Does that make sense?
Next up, Jerome.
I guess none of you have been snowboarding. It's always a taco bowl or a tortilla bowl when you go snowboarding. In Arizona, at least.
You have a Nashville hot quail with a fingerling potato salad and poached quail eggs.
The dish is beautiful. It shows your journey.
You know, my inspiration for tonight is family. The frying technique is something that my mom taught me, but I wanted to find a way to elevate that to restaurant quality.
Jerome, I'm gonna take a bite of that quail. It needs to be moist, it needs to be spicy, it needs to be crispy. If all that happens on my palate, you have a dish that could win. Jerome, I've never tasted anything quite like that before. Jerome, I've never tasted anything quite like that before. This is kind of like perfection. The quail meat is flavorful. The batter is well seasoned. The spiciness of the Nashville hot sauce is spot on, perfect. There's so many different things going on this dish, and they're all really well done. My criticism would be perhaps it lacks the cohesiveness of one conceptualized appetizer.
If you go down south and you have Nashville hot chicken, your options are a coleslaw or a potato salad. That's exactly what I wanted to provide you guys, a taste of me on a plate.
You know, Jerome, I appreciate that. And you are so bound to that tradition that it's been great, and it's got you to here. But now, not everything has to be a strict reference to where you come from anymore. It's time for you to fly.
I disagree with you, Joe. I think this is exactly what MasterChef is intended to do, to bring out the best in you with us helping you with technique. So this says so much about your evolution. I think frying is the lost art in the kitchen, and it's a true art, and I think you've done that. Fantastic job.
Thank you, Chef. Jerome, I think you've done a great job. Quail's slightly gamey, the coating, delicious. You've elevated a fast food, and you paid respect to your upbringing. I love the dish. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Thank you.
So, guys, an amazing start. Please head back to the kitchen. Entrees are up next.
Wow, come on, what an amazing start. 3 stunning appetizers. Whose appetizer had the edge?
Caesar's plate had it for me.
Wait, those
It
were
took the most
apps?
risks and paid the biggest dividends.
I agree. I think that's one of these best dishes he's ever cooked.
It pains me to say this, but I think Jerron
Dude.
had the dish for me.
In
Jerron
all
was
3 of their
so
restaurants,
masterful with
those are
frying that
fucking
quail.
meals times
I
3.
feel that he was just always in his box, and the finale would be the perfect moment for him to take off.
Now, Ashley, she may have fell short on the appetizers, but this is a marathon, and it's not all on one course.
Pay
2
attention.
more
Sorry,
courses to
I'm
go.
moderating chat, dude.
Let's go get our entrees. All 3 of you did an incredible job, but that was just the first course.
I'll fully watch
is
if you
time
guys
for
behave. Just please be cozy.
Your entrees.
Are you 3 ready?
Yes, chef. Yes, chef.
Your 60 minutes starts now. Let's go. Right, this is it. Come on.
Amazing.
3 of the best appetizers we've ever seen in the history of this competition. Now, we got to follow suit with incredible entrees.
Come on, Jerron!
I'm really interested to see not only the dishes, but the progression of the menu at this point.
You don't want to make lateral movements. Each course, take it up another level.
Let's do it!
For my entree, I'm making a pan-seared guinea hen breast, black-eyed peas, and collard green ragu with a quince cognac sauce.
Let's go, babe.
I really am focusing on using every part of the guinea hen. I have some ground to make up in this entree round, but what I'm doing is a whole nother level of difficult.
Is that an
if I
olive?
pull this off, I'm right back in this game. Oven open. Smells good.
Let's go, Caesar!
For my entree, I'm making a pan-seared duck breast, charcoal grilled vegetables, and an almond mole. Besides getting the temperature correct on the duck, to try to accomplish mole in 60 minutes is gonna be ludicrous. Done correctly, it's a beautiful texture and flavor profile.
Look at what Caesar's doing.
A mole, Norman, takes all day.
Yeah.
In 1 hour, too ambitious.
The thing that could go wrong is that it's not enough time to fully develop all the components. But I'm doing something completely different, and I hope that bodes well for me.
Mexico te está viendo. Javon is cruising. I love it.
I am making carabinero prawns with heirloom grits,
Carabinero?
shellfish jus, and crispy shallots. So
Wait,
pretty much
does he mean
a
carbonaro?
shrimp and grits. Perfect. That was one of my mom's absolute favorite dishes. What I'm doing tonight is in memory of her.
45
Carabinero.
minutes to go,
What is
guys.
that?
Come on.
Stay focused, Javon.
Young man, question, how does it feel to be mentored
Yo,
by one of the best
Rafflegator, thank you,
restaurateurs
brother.
anywhere on the planet?
You know what? Everybody knows I love Joe.
We don't, by the way.
Yeah, we don't. Okay, so that makes one of us.
But you both have one big thing in common. Joe's mum was a massive influence on him. Your mum was a huge influence on
Oh,
you.
fuck,
Always.
chat. Please
You know,
don't.
when my mom passed away in the last supper that I had with her, she ordered shrimp and grits. And so, you know, it's only right for me to elevate a shrimp and grits dish.
I live in the South, so I know it. How are you going to elevate to make it something beautiful?
You know what, Chef? My presentation has been something that I've worked on constantly in this competition. And so I'm ready to show you guys how much I've grown and how much flavor I can put into a shrimp and grits in such little time.
All right.
Good luck, young man. You got this. Come on. Well done.
Thank you.
Sure, though, I will after stream, man.
All right, so Ashley, you know, you're having arguably the best chef in the world mentor you. That's a huge honor.
Of course.
How has he guided you through this whole competition?
He makes me fearless. I feel like I've tried so many new things because of him. And guinea hen I've never done before, but I'm using every part, heart to the thigh to the breast, and my collard greens are cooking down. I'm going for it.
You picked one of the leanest and most difficult birds to cook. That guinea hen,
Yes,
when I
chef.
cut it open, I see a red bloodline, it's undercooked. If I cut the center of it and it's mealy, grainy, and dry, it's overcooked. You are walking on
What
a
is a
very, very
guinea
high
hen?
wire.
Yep.
High wire, highest, baby, highest.
Good luck.
Thank you.
25 minutes remaining. Right, young man, give me a little insight to the dish. What are you cooking?
I'm making a pan-seared duck breast, charcoal roasted vegetables, and an almond mole.
Those vegetables look good.
He's crazy. Loco.
You have a recipe for a 60-minute mole?
Working on it.
How do you do a mole in an hour? We're baffled.
I couldn't go with the traditional mole from Puebla, so I had to pick a different mole based on guajillo peppers and almonds.
You have a mentor as one of the best Mexican chefs anywhere on the planet. He knows you can't fast-track a mole in 60 minutes. What are you doing?
I chose mole for my entree because doing something this difficult is one way to prove that I'm worthy of the title of America's Next Master Chef.
There's chefs in Mexico that spend a year making a
I-
mole.
I know, but-
You're doing it in 60 freaking minutes.
I knew going into it was a gamble, and I mean, right now I'm feeling like I might have made a mistake.
60-minute mole. It better be freaking good.
I don't know what mole is. I just know guacamole. That's it.
Caesar, there's chefs in Mexico that spend a year making a mole.
I know, but-
You're doing it in 60 freaking minutes.
60 minutes. It's ambitious, but if I want this title, those are the kind of moves that I have to make, Chef.
Mama, what was he doing?
Se ve bien, maravilloso. That's how good he is. You can do it.
Hearing my mom and my sisters cry out from the balcony reminds me of why I chose mole to begin with. I'm here to make my family proud and make myself proud and showcase dishes that represent me and my upbringing and my roots and my home.
Good luck, Caesar.
Thank you.
Sounds
Thank you,
amazing.
guys.
Good luck.
Let's go, babe. Let's go, girlie.
We are down to the last 10 minutes.
Let's go.
Y'all got this.
There's a lot at stake here. 3 really ambitious entrees. Jerome is doing basically elevated shrimp and grits, right?
Dude, those prawns look amazing.
The color's gorgeous.
My big question about Jerome's entrees, can you elevate it?
Yep.
Very few chefs in this country have taken that to the Premier League. But, come on, the last meal with his mum, the dish that she ordered, he's replicating that dish out of respect for her.
Talk about somebody that's working with lots of heart.
So actually he's making a pan-seared guinea hen. That's going to be sat on a puree of black-eyed peas with those incredible collard greens. So she's bringing that French influence into the deep south.
Yeah.
But guinea hen are wild birds. It's a little bit gamey, a little bit richer, less fat, so difficult protein to cook.
Come on, Caesar. That manic mailman speed.
My big worry tonight for the entrees has to be Caesar. I don't know if that rich, gamey duck breast can be cooked perfectly with a mole that can be done in 60 minutes.
Amazing.
I believe in him. If there's one guy that moves fast enough to get a mole done, it's that crazy loco man right there. And that mole right now,
Crazy
from
loco,
here,
isn't that
has the
redundant?
right color. I like the consistency. It looks great.
That looks amazing. Amazing. You play me for.
5.5 minutes to go.
Let's go, Jerome. Oh, it looks so good.
Looks good, Ash. There's some burn. I'm smelling a burning smell, and I'm not sure where it's coming from. I peek into my collard greens, and they are burnt.
You're doing the collard greens, right?
I'm having a panic attack. I can't have any mistakes on the plate like I did in my appetizer round.
We're down to 4 minutes to go, guys.
Ashton might be a little behind.
Is she redoing it?
I think so, looks like it.
Come on, come on, come on.
She's cooking collard greens twice. Oh, my Lord.
Come on, Ashley. Let's go. You can do it.
She's crazy.
That's Ashley for you.
Oh my God.
3 minutes to go. This is it, guys. Start plating. Come on.
Plating. Come on, baby.
Here we go.
Ash, you've got to start plating, don't you?
Ashley, come on, girl.
I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming.
Girl, what are you doing? We don't have time for this. Forget about the greens. Start plating.
Guys, I don't think Ashley's going to make it. Minutes to go, and she hasn't even finished cooking.
Next time,
This is it.
the world's biggest cooking competition continues
What the fuck?
as the 3 best home cooks in America
All right, well, let's go to the last. Hey, the finale is here, boys. Hey, thanks for the subs, boys. Appreciate it. We're almost to 11,300, boys. Hey.
Come here,